Hello everyone, welcome to a different update for the inventory system. I had promised to give an update earlier, but I didn't have enough stuff to show. Debugging also took a long time, so I'll get right into it. I think we already had double click equip last time, not too sure. So you can just double click to equip stuff. Every single piece of gear now will come with one stat. Like you can see, you have the item with his tier, in this case a tier 7.2 item. This power level here will be changed to another name. This basically means the upgrading tier of the item. In this case, this item is upgraded to tier 7. It can be upgraded to tier 9. Upgrade tier 9, not item tier, because item tier is not changeable. So we have a lot of items here. I will show how to craft for now, well, what I've done for now, because it's still not finished. I will start with my armor, for example. I can just use my craft button. Right here we will have two sides of the window. Let's focus on the right side for now. I will explain the left side on the next update video. Okay, how does crafting works? We will be using items called rune stamps, and the way rune stamps work is they stamp one stat onto your gear, and the different rune stamps can be used on depending on how many runes you have right now on your gear. When you stamp a rune, a stat will show up. For example, I'm going to use this magic rune right now. Okay, it's stamped this stat right here. This stat right here, it's considered a rune. And remember, the main stat of the item is not considered, but any other stats we stamp are considered. So if you see a G on the stat, it means this is the gear stat that comes with the gear. It's not a stamp. For example, we have the cleansing orb that removes all runes from an equipment. If I do this, it will remove the rune we just stamped, but the gear stat will always remain. Okay, so let's imagine I caught some runes and I'm gonna upgrade this armor with some magic runes. I'm just going to craft on stats. Then I can do the next one that can be used with 0 and 1 runes. We only have one right now. I can do another one. Also, very good. We got two of them. That means it proc the second rune. Demon rune can add 2 runes to a gear, while the magic can only add 1. So we got the 2 runes, and we have the highest quality rune, which is a divine rune that can stamp 1 or 2 runes again, just like demonic. But it can be used with 0, 1, or 2 runes. Demonic can only use 0 and 1. Okay, so in this case we already have 3 runes, so we cannot use the divine rune stamp. But if we had only 2, we could. Now looking at stats here, we have 2 stats that start with an M and one with an S. That means this stat here is the main stat, and this one is a main stat as well, and this is a substat, and there's a spot for another substat here, because you can have 2 mains and 2 subs. Let me just reset it until we can get... There we go. We got 4 stats. This is the maximum stats you can have with stamps on an item. So we got 0 skill cost. This will be changed to percentage later. So this will be like 0 point something. So don't worry about the 0 for now. Right now we had an M3, so it's a skill cost rank 3. We have an M7, which is a health rank 7. Magic resist rank 2 and a critical power rank 3. Now, you see our gear has a tier right here, 7 tier. That means a tier 7 item can only roll up to tier 7 rolls, which means this health roll is a maximum roll for this item. So you could just keep rolling with this, or if you wanted to keep resetting, you will need resources to keep resetting and reusing. But let's keep this item for now. If we unequip it, you'll see our stats will decrease, and if we equip it, our stats will go up. Okay. So it's already updating the stats. What was the main stats? Resist. So how much resist we have? 61. Oh, it's actually 26 down there. Okay. 34, 60. There's still some issues here and there where the stats are not applying correctly, but I will fix it very shortly, so we don't really need to worry about it for now. I'm still working on it. I hope to have all of this sorted next weekend for another tester lobby we're gonna have. So I just crafted this. I can't craft like all my other items, but I want to make a video short, so I'll just craft like the weapon, for example. I don't want to send. Did I actually send? I did. Okay, this is a bug right now where you can send an inventory item that's equipped. I will fix on that, so we'll do the boots for now. Let's try and do it like scaled. So I'm gonna try magic, and then demon, and then divine. Okay, we only hit one rune on each one, so that was unlucky. Damage tier 7, so we can roll up to tier 7. Main, sub, not max tiers. Remember, critical rates will have percentages, not this is just a base value for now, it will have the percentage later, which is 0 point something. We have also scrolls, power scrolls, but they will be renamed because the power stat will be also renamed. These ones will increase this stat, the power stat we have right now. You have 3 scrolls, they will be kind of rare, so you will have to use one to get it to tier 3, another to tier 6, another to tier 9. Tier 9 is the maximum tier, so this one is already tier 9. You will not get any item with over power 1 from crafting and all of that. You will always have to use a scroll. This is power 9 right now because I've been practicing with it, so don't worry about it. Of course, cleansing orb removes dimensional orb. Dimensional orb basically works as a cleansing orb and a more powerful divine rune stamp, where it will always stamp 4 stats and remove all of the ones that were there before. So it removes everything and adds 4. So if you get one of these ones, it's a guaranteed 4 stat on an item with a removal. And you also have a void orb, which it's the next stage. Void orb will add an enchantment. Enchantments are like effects, like imagine you have incursion gear right now, they have special effects like let me think, every 4 hits deal X amount of damage, for example. That's an effect. Void orbs will be able to add effects to gear. So in theory, you will be able to have, let me see, you have the gear stats, 4 rune stats, and an enchantment beneath it. So you'll be able to have 6 stats. Okay, that's that for now. There's also one thing I wanted to show, which is whenever you hover an item on the ground, you can see a number. Okay, the number right there literally is the one on the left. The 9 is the item tier, so that's a tier 9 crossbow. If you get a drop from any boss, you can just hover over it and you will see the item tier and then the item roll, which is also 1 to 9. The higher the roll, the higher the item tier goes up. So if it's a tier 9 5, so it's a tier 9.5 item, and then it has a 6 there. The 6 is the power, so it will normally always be a 1. So this one, if it dropped from a boss, it would be a 951, but a tier 9 is really good, so you would do good to just pick up this crossbow and send it to your stash and craft on it, because you can the base stat from the start is really strong, because the G stat always has the same value from the tier of the item, so it will be very strong. And if you craft stats, you have not a higher chance, but you have the possibility of rolling very higher stats. See, because tier 9 is the maximum tier, so that means you can roll maximum tier rolls here. So this item is way stronger than the other bow we had, and that other bow was a tier 2, so it would never be as strong as this. Also, I didn't add it yet, but items will also have an armor value, and weapons will have a damage value. So those are all coming next weekend on the testers, and I will do a video after all of that is done. But what I wanted to do a video more would be after I have also the enchantments done. So I'll see you guys next time. If you have questions, up the discussion, I will answer. Okay, thank you very much, and have the rest of a good weekend.